guys, it's Zach from Myshire Farm. We are back again with another video for you. Today we're going to be talking about the difference in raising jumbo quail compared to standard quail. So we have done a video in the past, what is a jumbo quail, what clarifies and classifies a jumbo compared to a standard weight. And then we've also done some videos that we've talked about. We recommend 3.5 quail per square foot, and then I get a lot of comments or texts or messages or emails asking if we recommend the same as jumbos. We don't, so we're going to clarify that also, but there's also a couple small things that we do a little bit different raising our jumbos compared to all of our colors. So Jeremy Tross gave us this idea. It's a great idea. I'm finally getting around to do it, so I'm sorry it took so long. But before I begin, make sure you go to our YouTube channel, Myshire Farm, like and subscribe, we'd really appreciate it. But jumping into it, we're going to talk about space first because I get that question quite a bit. I did a video not too long ago, a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, and we had talked about doing 3.5 quail per square foot, which is what I still recommend. However, with jumbos, they're obviously larger quail. So we actually recommend 3 quail per square foot instead of 3.5. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but it looks like it's much more comfortable for them, and they are quite a bit bigger than a standard quail. So 3 quail per square foot for jumbos, 3.5 square foot for standard. Another thing that we do is the feed is a little bit different. So I'm going to throw a lot of numbers out. I'm going to talk about 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks, and things like that, but I'll try to not make it hard to understand. So our jumbos typically start laying at 6 weeks old. Our standard colors start laying at 8 weeks old. Jumbo wilds, or jumbos in general, usually don't stop growing until they're 10 weeks old, right? So this is what we do at Myshire Farm. When they start laying eggs, whether it's 6 weeks or 8 weeks, or if it even takes them longer to do, the protein is still very important, but the calcium becomes just as important because it helps them produce the eggs and things like that. So at 8 weeks old, our standard colors get taken off the high protein starter grower feed and we put them on a layer feed because we're not too concerned with their weight. We're more concerned with their color patterns, right? And if they're breeding true and if they do this and so we've got other concerns with the standard colors, right? Now our jumbos start laying at 6 weeks, but we don't actually change the feed until week 10. So even though they're laying eggs, we still want them to have this very high protein feed because they're jumbos and they're still growing. And we can stunt their growth if we're not giving them what they need. So when that happens at 6 weeks old, we actually need to supplement them. So this is what I suggest. Supplement them with a calcium, such as oyster shells. It's a snack for them, it's good for them, it helps them lay the eggs better, and they're still getting that high protein starter grower. So then at week 10, you've got a 14, 15, 16 ounce quail that's been laying for 4 weeks with large eggs, and the eggs are not soft, they're not mushy, you know, whatever the case may be. So we don't do that for our standard colors because we're more focused on other things, other characteristics that they're carrying. Whereas the jumbos were completely consumed with their weight. So those are two major differences that we do between the standard quail and the jumbo quail. And in this video, for this instance, we're categorizing a standard quail as anything that is not jumbo weight, not the color pattern. We are going to do, I've got one more video to do, and then after that video we're actually going to go into a genetics episodes, probably 2 or 3, maybe even 4 episodes of just genetics. But I want to get one more video out of the way that I've been asked for quite a bit. So stay tuned. Make sure you like our page, Myshire Farm, and can't wait to see you next time. Thanks, guys.